Hey, what's up? I'm Liz, the Split State DIY, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Digibadge Mini by Phoenixborn Technologies. My friend Andon, that's his company, and he makes these badges, and he sent me one to kind of take a look at, do a little video on. So basically, it's kind of a display badge, specifically for conventions or any of those kind of events. And he actually went on the Adafruit Show and Tell to further explain this badge, and actually it enlightened me a bit because I didn't realize what 3 of the default settings in here work. As you can see, we've got green, and then yellow with a dash, and then red with a square. And I thought it was just like example code to show what like you could do with the GFX kind of stuff. But actually, at conventions, if you have, they can mean like how to approach a person. Green, I guess, means that everyone can approach you and like you're totally open to like meeting new people. Yellow is if you know me, you can come up and talk to me. And red is I don't want to talk to anybody. I think, you know, just in general in society, we should adopt this. I think it'd be pretty great. So that's definitely, I can definitely see that being helpful at conventions, especially if you wanted to kind of have some boundaries up and just kind of take in the things kind of by yourself and everything. So very cool. That's not where this badge ends though. It's powered by the Atmega 328P processor, as you can see on the back. And it's a pretty impressive little board. You can see it's run by 2 AAA batteries, which I like because they're easy to access. So if the batteries die, you can easily swap them in. And I could see if you're going to a con and you're out and about, your batteries die, you could just run to a general store or whatever, pick some up, and you'd be back in business. It also has a slot for a micro SD card, which you can load your images up and bitmaps up, and then everything is good to go. It also has an extensive menu system. So if you go in, we've got the color badges, which I just discussed, but then he also has the pride flags programmed in, which is awesome. You can also display a still image. The card he actually sent me with stuff on there has a lot of My Little Pony images, but then he also threw in his logo image for Phoenixborn Tech, and also he threw in my current profile image, which is a cartoon of me, and is really the only way I should ever be represented is as a cartoon. Now, I know that he will sell these at conventions. I know that he was recently at BronyCon selling these, and he also did these really awesome neon stuff. So in general, he just makes really cool stuff. There's also a section in the menu to look at the Badge Mini data. It'll tell you your firmware version, the voltage of your battery, whether there's an SD card plugged in, if it's recognizing the images, and also a slide delay, which you can also adjust, because if you have images on there, you don't have to just show one. You can have them shown off as a slideshow, and they'll just go through all of them as you go. And I can see this even as being just a cool little thing to kind of have on display in your home, or even like maybe during a party or something. So very cool. And it's all open source, both the hardware and the software. He has it up on his GitHub repo for the project, which I'll link down in the description. There is an update for the firmware that I haven't plugged in yet, but I will probably in the future. He does have the FTDI connector broken out for you. He has some other pins broken up as well. And the way that you navigate are these fun little switches on the top. They're surface mount. And they're really small, like super small, but I've never seen them before, but I think they're really cool, and especially for the badge, then they're not like too obtrusive, which is nice. He actually has the PCBs fully manufactured, and then he actually is the one that puts the screens on for the production run ones that he sells at cons. And then he also has the STL files available on his GitHub as well for a lovely 3D printable case. And the case is a really cool design that I actually haven't really seen before, where it actually has a hinge that you just put a metal like stick through, and then you're all set, and then you can open and close it. It has a little tab on the front, and then it also has a little opening at the top that you can tie like a string through and throw it on your lanyard for the con, or just a necklace or whatever. I thought I had a pin, but I don't. And I actually, at first, when I took it off my printer, I can get it to fit closed like this. And I kind of like that. And you can still, if you wanted to, put a loop through. So that's kind of how I messed around with it. And it does fit, the badge itself does fit nicely into here. very snuggly. If you have to get out, I found I had to use some pliers to kind of just pull from the top of the PCB where there aren't any components, obviously, and that comes right out. But it fits really nicely around the screen. And then you're ready to go. If you just gotta get your little pin. Or you can do this. And that almost makes it like a snap fit case, which is kind of cool, and then you can kind of have it on your desk or whatever. So yeah, really cool piece of open source hardware made by a really awesome guy. I actually met Andon in the Adafruit Discord server. We kind of hit it off during the various live streams and everything. He is a master punner, so if you're into puns, see it comes right out, then he's definitely someone to follow on social media. So definitely give him a follow, and Phoenixborn Tech a follow as well, so you can see all the progress on their hardware and everything, and see if they're coming to a con near you. I'll link all their contact info, website, GitHub down in the description. Thanks again to Andon for sending this out to me. Really enjoyed playing around with it. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you liked it, toss me a thumbs up, leave any questions or comments down below. Be sure to check out all the links down in the description, like I said. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more content like this. Until next time, this has been Blitz City DIY.